It's Saturday, August 14th. Time for another update on my crazy life. Figure I'll start with hubby. He had his second immunotherapy treatment on Tuesday. Still too early to tell whether or not it's working. And on Thursday we get a call from the doctor. His iron was low. So then we had to go to the doctor's and spend a while there while he got iron. I think they give that to him through the port, the same as they did the chemo, and now the immunotherapy, and now the iron. And he has to get that again 2 more weeks. Then he'll have his next immunotherapy and see whether or not he needs more iron on the farm. Well, I was able to get that fence post in. I posted the video about that, so my electric is all working. But what's not working is the mower. I got started on mowing. Stormy wanted out of his stall. He was eating. I go to let him out. I was driven the mower up, get off the mower. And while I was getting him out, the mower shut off all by itself. Wasn't able to get it started. Let it cool off. Checked fluid levels and all that. Fluid levels were fine. Got it started, took the emergency brake off, and it wouldn't go into drive. So I don't know what's up with that. I had to borrow somebody else's mower to finish mowing the field, and it did not do as good a job. You can see where there's all kinds of piles of grass there. So don't know if I'm going to have to rake that up or if I'm just going to let it go. I haven't decided yet. Probably just going to let it go because I just don't really have the time. I was able to do some work in the pit and walking up towards there. I've been walking kind of slow so I can start walking a little bit faster. I got a good majority of the tall weeds out of there. I had to get that done. Chicks were getting in there and then they couldn't figure out how to get back out, and I'm trying to get them rounded up so that they could get in where they belong at night, and fighting with these weeds that were taller than I am. I still have a couple of tall Jimson weedings there, as well as some tall grass. The thing with some of this stuff is there's metal that I pulled out of the pit in there that still needs to go to a dump, scrap yard, whatever you want to call it, junkyard. And I need my truck in order to do that. There had been a couple problems with the truck from when we got it. Took it to get it all checked out so they could figure out what all was wrong. Found out it needed tie rods in the front. They didn't have them. We're waiting on them. And until I get the tie rods, I can't get the pieces of metal out of there. It's also my fire pit. I just haven't had a chance to have a fire. But you can see the Jimson weed that's still in there. And possibly some of the metal as well. I've never been able to figure out why the metal was put in there in the first place. It made no sense. That along with pieces of carpet. But not my farm, so whatever. I've got a lot of chickens that are getting big enough to sell. Not too distant future, I'm going to be figuring out who's laying, who's not, and getting rid of a lot that aren't laying and starting to figure out who I'm keeping. Right now I have 3 broodies. I'm going to be talking about few of them in another video because they were not what I was expecting in the way of broodies. Gidget's in her pen. I was able to get some of the spiny pigweed out of there. Have more that I need to get out. I also want to mow that. I just haven't had the chance. Hi, Gidget. One thing I've done there, and there. I put some boards at the bottom of my fence. Reason being, the owner of the farm has goats. They've been getting in my field. I don't want her goats in my field. Every time I think I've got them locked out, they find another way to get in. And you know what they say about goats and a fence? If the fence will keep out water, it'll keep out goats. Well, so far, it hasn't kept them out 100%. I saw them trying to get in down here earlier today, and they couldn't make it, so that made me happy. Still needing to find the time to work with fat horses, and hopefully that'll happen soon. Part of the problem too, it's just been so disgustingly hot out here, and with the humidity, I'm just not up to it. There's the mower. Thank God when it broke down, it was just on the other side of the gate. I was able to push it out of the field. It was the only way I could even get the gate closed because it was blocking the gate. So that's about it for this week. See what I can get done in the coming week, and I'll talk at you some more. So God bless and have a nice evening.